bought a clunker. 97 Ford F350. It's probably my third or fourth Ford I've ever owned in my life. So anyway, not sure what motor's in it. 51M or 400. Oh, 351 400. I'm not too sure what that means. 351M/400. So whatever the hell that means. It's been Mickey Mouse a bit. Can't expect too much. Low on power steering fluid. It says full. Has a hard spot in it. Yeah. So. I think it's out. It needs power steering wheel. And we'll check the brakes too. Yeah, I had many years ago I had a Ford Mustang, the 89 Ford Mustang I had, and I had a, what else did I have? I had a Ford 5-ton, short time. So I also had traded a front loader or a tractor for a Ford. It was a 1993 Ford F350 extended cab long box, and I traded that for the 1-ton flat deck that's out there. So what did I getting sidetracked here now. Whatever. So yeah, so I haven't owned too many Fords in my life, so I think pretty much the only body style I really like. You know, actually I like the heavy duty 600s, the C600, I like them. And the F650s, 700, all that. Series there in the 80s. I also like the modern Fords, the F 450 and 455. Oh, yeah. Low in the front, big time. Yeah, I'll have to address that. Well, I paid $1,500 for this thing. I basically bought it just for the main of the box. But yeah, we'll have to go through all the fluid, check everything out, make sure it's all tickety-boo. It's still hot. Let me check that. Check when it's cold. I think this truck with a little bit of TLC, it might be okay. Gotta keep it decent. Cops don't harass me, which you probably will. It's old. So. But, yeah, has some funky shit going on there. Some wires, this and that. The heater works in it, so it's probably disconnected. Beautiful. Yeah, it needs a bit of oil. Guy says to me this isn't the original cab to his truck. I don't know. Interior, well, I think he changed the cab or something you said, I'm not too sure. But, gonna have to go through it and check everything. Probably wouldn't hurt to give it a good tune up. You know, regular spark plugs, filters, this and that, right? So I'll be using it. Once the leaves fall, I'll be getting on it. So, yeah. So, oh, he has a leak there. Power steering is leaking. Well, I'll have to address that. The thing I've always liked about Ford is that this big I-beam in there, or a big steered axle. I've always liked it about Ford, heavy duty that way. I suppose Chevrolet has that independent front suspension, which has always been the shits, but yeah. There's a leak there, no big deal. Fix it. Oil change on it, new filter. Yep. Yeah, it's a heavy duty. It's a heavy frame in it. So, yeah. This has the PTO in it. So, wire hanging there. Don't know how that's for. New muffler on it, which is good. Done some snazzy bodywork on here. It's all bundle. Whatever, it's all good. Looks good. I'm not worried about it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's go get the keys and then we check all the lights on it. I'm not too overly concerned with it.
I mean, I know it has rust in it, and I don't even want to look at it. So your headlights. Oh, marker lights work. Headlights work. That needs one light there. Yeah, that works. Yep.
The main idea is just to get it, I want to use it so I can use it for my little business and this and that. And just get it so it's roadworthy. And that's all there is to it. Good lights. That's the main thing. Dumper works good on it.
So. Yeah.
Gotta have to put a Mr. Bean lock on this thing. These doors are, or something's grabbing there. Okay. Yeah, so this here was a knob on here originally. The knob got busted off or whatever, so I'm gonna have to address that. Maybe put a little plate in there or something. That's what I'm thinking. Drill something, make a little plate to pull out and be okay for that. Yeah, so fairly basic. Doesn't have an e-brake. The guy told me e-brake doesn't work on it. And plan for this thing is I'm going to be looking for an international cabin chassis. And we're going to I'm going to look underneath, make sure there's no I expect a lot for 1977. Key and go underneath to have a look. Shout out to this guy I found on YouTube. He's into working on trucks and this kind of thing, but big trucks, heavy duty stuff. Is like J.C. Smith trucking or something like that. But what he does, he actually takes trucks that are these big 5 tons, big moving vans, and he takes the box off, and then he shortens the truck. Like he moves the axle ahead. I was under the impression when you bought a truck, you want to shorten it. I always thought you chop the frame in half and then move everything together. But the way he does it, he just re-drills all the holes for the axle and moves everything ahead. And you have to, of course, you have to cut the dry shaft, which is the smartest way to do it. And you just cut off the rest of the frame, which is existing. You cut that off, and it's out of your way. So I'm probably gonna do that kind of thing, but I'll get professionally done, because I just don't have the tools to do that kind of stuff. It's just heavy stuff, right? I just don't have the stuff to do it that way. So that's an idea, or buy a short axle truck. It's like something like a 3-ton or something, cube van or whatever, cube truck, and I'll get a Ford key in my collection. So anyway, I'm working on this beast here. So yeah, that's the way he does it. It's pretty interesting. But you can really get a really good bargain if you buy an old moving van, and move that rear axle forward and make it whatever you want to make it out of. It's really handy that way. But this one here has a PTO. I can't lift it here. It's got a PTO lift cylinder on it. But when I switch over to buy a better truck someday, I'm gonna have to okay, radio.
got a metal floor in the dump box, which is good.
There you have it. And I bought a little truck there. It needs just a little bit of maintenance. Just go through all, check all the fluids on it, and make sure hydraulic pumps, like the hydraulics, all good on it. Top everything up, and and just run it, and just kind of deal with the issues that it has on it as we go. So the idea is not to spend a lot of money with it. So just keep it roadworthy. Use it for hauling whatever you need to haul with it. I guess you're going to be getting some 2x6s to do the sides, make it nice and beefy, and use it for hauling dirt and hauling stumps and whatever else, and brush and whatever, and do it that way. So it's really no nothing crazy. So yeah. So I basically want to make it heavy duty enough where it's usable for doing what I want to do with it. So anyways, so today I'm gonna have to get out of here.